that he had put her head on a shelf and screamed at it for an hour, threw darts at it, and ultimately smashed her face in. He also cut her tongue out and her larynx and put them in a garbage disposal.
Tell me in a sentence who you are.
I'm nobody. I'm a bum. I'm a boxcar and a jug of wine. And a straight razor if you get too close to me.
Do you ever feel violent?
Yes, I do.
What do you feel like doing?
Killing people.
You still feel like killing people?
Yes.
Describe the feeling that you get when you feel like killing people.
Well, last March 11th, I was hallucinating, and I took a razor blade and I cut a man's throat.
Here in the hospital?
Here in the hospital.
Do you think you'd murder me, Joe?
Yes.
That's gruesome, Joe. That's horrible.
Yes, it is.
And you don't blame me if I say I hope you never get out of this place.
I hope I never do either.
Welcome all you true crime lovers. Sit back, grab that blanket and hot beverage, and prepare for another Saturday night of The Murder Show, whose mind and story will be dive into tonight. Now for your host, Tim, and alongside him, his co-host, Criminology, Chris, and Classroom Jackie.
Before the murders, before the trial, before the dynasty collapsed, there was a night on the water. A night that ended with a young woman missing in the dark, a community shattered, and a powerful family scrambling to control the narrative. 2 years later, another tragedy would strike the same family, this time on their own land. Tonight we unravel how the death of Mallory Beach and the actions of Paul Murdaugh set off a chain reaction that exposed secrets the Murdaughs had buried for generations. Tonight, we're diving into one of the most tangled, tragic, and unbelievable cases in modern American true crime. This is a story about power, about privilege, about a dynasty that ruled the Low Country for a century, and the secrets that brought it crashing down. Welcome to the Murder Podcast Show.
Good evening, all you true crime lovers out there. Welcome to another fabulous Saturday evening here on the Murder Podcast Show. Tried to give you a little bit of a better camera angle here, get a little more intimate, if you know what I'm saying. Agent 7771, what's going on? Welcome into the chat. Lackadaisy, let's go is right. Welcome to the chat.
Let's go.
Boy, tonight's going to be
Tonight's
going to be, we are using every last bit of the hour and a half, so I hope you've got enough beverages and snacks in your house and ready to go. I've got Dubby, Chris has got Dubby, and Classroom
Dubby.
Jackie's got Dubby, so.
Oh yeah, the s'mores is phenomenal.
Unsafe Snuggie, welcome in. Yes, I agree, it does look a lot better now. So anyways, I am your host, Tim. And alongside of me is my co-host, Criminology Chris.
Good evening, everybody.
Forgot to light your microphone up, Chris.
Oh, no.
Fucking slacking.
Plug that thing in.
It's on the bottom.
Ain't got no gas in it.
It ain't got no gas in it. And alongside of Chris is our director of all of our social media platforms, Classroom Jackie.
What's up, guys?
So, first things first that I was told is on the agenda. Let me fix my mic here. It never wants to cooperate. We wanted to give a big shout out to one of our top followers. That's right. He's the manager of garbage distribution. A happy birthday to him. He is one crazy fucker, and we love him. We love him. He supports the show big time. He is also Classroom Jackie's father. So, happy birthday to you, buddy. I heard you're 39, so that's badass.
Happy birthday.
We don't do the math and figure out how you had kids and stuff if that's the case. So we don't worry about that.
That'd be scary.
As always, we want to give some shout outs to our fabulous sponsors. First of all, we have Crafty Corner by Laura. Laura makes all handmade crochet items, jewelry, plushies, and more. You can check her out on Instagram. She is at Crafty Corner by Laura and on Etsy too as well. You can also email her at thecraftycornercrochet@gmail.com. And as we already stated, we are drinking Dubby Energy Drink tonight. Head on over there. I mean, their products are really, really good. They don't give you the jitters. You don't get that hard crash with them. They last a while too, and then they give you that really good focus.
Oh yeah, it's like this warm, fuzzy, happy, energetic feeling in your stomach.
Yeah,
It's just I don't know how to explain it, but
they
yeah.
they're just excellent.
A lot of energy drinks give me the jitters and stuff, and this does not. It's actually fantastic.
Oh, Classroom Jackie's in the chat.
Yeah, I
That
figured
means
I
you
could.
have an imposter.
No, I figured I could actually interact with our people.
Oh, well, look at that. Look at we're moving up in the world,
Yeah. Hey, I got to be the social media coordinator.
Uh,
I got to interact, right?
yeah. Hey, I can't do it. Chris
Also,
can't do it. So
we officially hit from 205 TikTok followers to 385 as of now
wow.
in one day.
It's very similar to like baking. Like I'm very careful about what I acknowledge that I am capable of.
Yeah,
It just
yeah.
yeah.
Well, that makes
I
sense.
don't really want to tell anybody what I can and can't do, but I'm gonna go ahead and say that I'm not technologically inclined.
But
I am.
but I know what he can and cannot do, and he's a badass.
Oh.
So I'll drink to that with
Oh.
my Dubby energy drink.
Oh.
So anyways, when you head over to Dubby, that's DUBBY.GG, and you purchase any of their products there, use promo code MurderShow66 at checkout, and you'll receive 10% off. And another fabulous one is Dochi Snacking Edible Cookie Dough. This stuff is awesome. We've tried it.
The peppermint baddie is so good.
Okay, so you've had the peppermint baddie then.
Yes, and the WTF fudge is phenomenal, and it tastes just like brownie batter, but actually edible without the eggs.
It is really, really good. So they have various flavors: chocolate chip, WTF fudge brownie, peppermint baddie, and basic bitch. So when you go to their website, Dochi Foods, that's D as in dog or dick, OICH Foods.com. You can use promo code, once again, MurderShow66, and you'll receive $5 off of your order. So we do appreciate all that and greatly appreciate it. What helps us is when we promote these and they sponsor us, we get a little bit of the cut from whatever you guys may purchase, and we put it into a fund specifically for this show. So whether we want to use it for some different cameras or like the equipment and stuff, that's what we do with it. So we're not going out and just buying stupid shit with it. We're putting it back into the show for you guys ultimately.
Yeah, it's really not a for profit.
No,
we're doing
no,
No, we do it for
no.
fun.
Yeah, we're not paying bills with it. Okay. If that's the case, I'm quitting my fucking job then.
Agreed.
So,
Ditto.
Really don't like work.
so as you probably saw, the might help if I know how to work my mouse here. There we go. Wow. Okay. Cool. You're doing great, Tim. Anyways, you probably saw on the social media this past week, we are covering Mr. Alex Murdaugh, and we're covering that whole story, and it's a lot. We're gonna dive deep into it. I've got some video clips. I've got some footage from evidence and some crime scene stuff. It's all public, so we're
Yeah,
allowed
we're
to display it.
Really
But
stepping it up tonight with this one
yes,
too.
I am huge on this case. When this trial came out, I watched this whole entire trial from start to finish. And because I'm a big nerd and I like watching court trials and stuff, um, this is huge. I mean, this guy, the fact that he thinks he didn't do anything, and then he has so much, evidence that stockpiled up against him, and he still is claiming that he didn't do nothing.
Right.
And he's trying to appeal it. Last I heard, I think last year or something.
I
and,
believe that one was declined.
yeah,
Denied.
I don't know. Yeah, denied. I don't know what judge is going to take that on.
Yeah, I'll go through a few of them. I mean, that'll drag on for a while.
So, anyways, we are going to jump into that, and I'll start things out here. We're going to split it up here. The dynasty is kind of where we're going to start. And so to understand the murders, you have to understand the, power of this family. Um, they're a huge law firm, all the way started back all the way from his dad's dad,
Yeah.
and then went to his dad, and then his dad ended up turning it over to, Alex. And they they did a lot of shady shit. Alex did, and the grandfather
Randolph.
did.
They were
Yeah.
responsible for covering up a lot of things.
Yes.
A lot. And they got away with a lot too.
Yeah, and they scammed people out of millions and millions of, dollars. I mean, and that ended up he ended up getting charged for that too after the initial trial for all this went down. So, um the Murdaughs were not just wealthy, they were woven into the very fabric of South Carolina's low country. For nearly 100 years, three generations, as we talked about, of Murdaugh men served as solicitors, the region's top prosecutors. They decided who got charged, who didn't, which cases quietly disappeared, and which ones didn't stand a chance. Their influence swept into every corner of the community: law enforcement, politics, business, even social life. Um, People trusted them, people feared them, and in a place where everyone knows everyone, Murdoch name carried weight. But power like that, it doesn't stay clean forever. Um, we're gonna go back further here before the murders. So we're gonna go into so um Paul, let's see, Alex had two kids,
Buster and Paul.
Buster and Paul. So we're gonna go back to a boat crash that happened. I don't remember what year it was.
That was going to be in 2019.
2019. So
February 23rd, 2019.
so you got to picture this. Yeah, it's right there in front of my face too. That's great. All teenagers on this boat, and they were over. I think they were like bar hopping or something. They were drinking.
They were going to an oyster roast down in Beaufort.
Buford.
Buford.
They were going to an oyster roast, and they stopped. Paul actually was not of legal age and used his brother Buster's ID to buy beer to go down there.
Yeah,
they took a boat.
Because what you do down there, I mean, when it starts getting cold, like we have clam bakes and stuff like that. I mean, here and there or whatever, they have oyster roast. I mean, they love their oysters in that area.
Mm-hmm.
So they were going over there to do that. They had been over there, I think, till hours of the morning, pretty much. I mean,
they left around, I think it was around midnight. People said they started leaving because it was cold, but they got stuck in a lot of ocean fog, which was sitting on the water too. So they would drive around in circles for a while because Paul was arguing and drunk.
So they take the boat out, Beaufort, river, and they're drinking, laughing, and they're young, of course. And at the wheel is 19-year-old Paul, Murdaugh. So he had a big drinking problem. I mean, they stated
gave him the nickname Timmy. Yeah. They said Timmy was out when he would get really inebriated because he was a completely different person.
Timmy.
Yeah, believe that?
Yeah. Okay, then. Anyways,
he said when he started like holding his arms out and walking funny, like they just referred
he would
to him as
hold his fingers like this.
That was his alter ego.
And Timmy was out.
Timmy, yeah,
they call him Timmy.
It looks like those hand puppets or something. So
I'm gonna make puppets of us.
Yeah.
Witnesses later described Paul as a different person. We were saying when he drank, aggressive, reckless, unpredictable. At that night, he was very drunk. Friends begged him to stop driving. They were scared.
Specifically, it was Anthony Cook. He begged him to let him take the wheel and told him to stop.
Yeah, that's right. I do remember that. They were scared and they knew how he got, but Paul didn't listen, of course. At 2:20 a.m., the boat slammed into a bridge pillar, and in the chaos, one name kept echoing through the darkness. After the crash happened, they heard water splashing, and Mallory Beach was the name that they were all yelling because they could not find Mallory, which was sorry, the name
Anthony's girlfriend.
Anthony's girlfriend. Yeah,
Everybody else came up. They were severely injured. Some of them skin pulled back, huge gashes, things like those. Injured, but Mallory didn't come back up. Everyone else did except her.
yeah,
And I remember when they were sitting there after everyone else started leaving to go to the hospital, Anthony absolutely refused to leave the crash site until she was recovered and was there every single day.
that's right.
And he had a messed up shoulder. Like, it was really messed up.
Yeah. So they're calling for her. They're calling for her. She's 19 years old. And for a week, the community searched, as you were stating. And when Mallory's body was finally found 5 miles downstream, the grief that they all had turned to, they were all pretty pissed off.
And at one point, Mallory's mom was down there and had begged the officers to let her go down to see the crash site. They told her absolutely not. They can't let anyone down there. And 10 minutes later, she watched Randolph Murdaugh and Maggie Murdaugh drive their car down there and start loading the boat up onto the trailer.
After they weren't supposed to.
After they weren't supposed to let anyone down there.
And don't forget, too, like, nobody contacted Mallory's parents from the authorities.
No, it was her
No.
friends.
Right.
It was the
Yeah.
friend's mom called her
Yeah,
and was
no-
like, hey, Mallory's missing. They were in an accident.
No authority person, like police or otherwise, contacted that girl's
But
parents.
they
Yeah.
contacted everyone else's. Question, document just says the part of the story. No. So if you actually go online and look at some of the police body cam footage that you can find online, which is public record, you will see that this is not fictionalized.
Yeah.
There are two versions. There is one that is the interview from the survivors, and then there is the one that is shows some of it because they obviously can't get when he kills them type thing, you know, like
Yeah.
the actual shots.
Yeah, no, this is all, yeah, this is based on true facts. And like I said, I watched video footage, and photos that I have is all from the trial itself.
Mhm. And we watched the interviews with the survivors of the crashes.
Yeah, so yeah. But that was a good question though,
Yeah.
David, definitely. So they were all pissed off because the story didn't end with just a accident, and she ended up dying. And like you said, authorities did not contact her parents. No one did. I mean, once police got there and realized that who Paul was, like they were saying, some people feared them. And Murdaugh's had their way with a lot of people as far
yeah.
as how they could intimidate them. And just like when they were in the hospital, when Paul was in there after the boating crash and the kids were, Alex was going into rooms with his
Mhm.
dad, I believe, and they were going into the
He was
rooms
going to
talking to
Randolph.
people.
He called. It wasn't Anthony. It was the other Ethan.
Yeah.
He tried to accuse. You're going to cover it in a second, but he tried to accuse the other kid of driving. But it was proven after they did the crash reenactment that it was not that kid.
Yeah. Yeah. So
and even all the people from DNR and stuff like that. I think the Department of Natural Resources, I think, had a big part in that
Mhm.
situation. Seemed like a lot of those guys were involved, and they also were very good friends with that family.
yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But once you get hit, once you take a boat into a piling like that, and they realize that you're not surfacing in like 5 to 10 minutes, you're obviously unconscious, and and looking at it, I mean, you could see it in the video of that footage how fast that current was moving underneath that bridge.
Mhm.
I mean, you're gone. That sucker's gonna carry you.
They said after she was recovered that she suffered blunt force trauma to the head, which knocked her unconscious and caused her to drown.
Right.
So it was absolutely awful, but at least she wasn't drowning while she's being pulled. She was already unconscious when it happened.
Well,
Well, yeah, because of the rate of the speed
Heartbreaking.
hitting that pillar, you
Oh,
know.
yeah.
So as we had stated just a second ago, Alex and his dad, or I'm sorry, Alex had arrived at the hospital quickly, but instead of confronting the victims, he started controlling the whole, narrative, like we were just saying. He tried to shift blame onto a different friend, as you said. He spoke to officers before the kids could, and he used his influence, the same influence the family had welded for generations.
And it actually shows a video from the hospital of him and his father standing there talking to the investigator before the investigator can talk to the kids.
Yes, and I'll find that video and I'll show it to everybody. And police, they acted, strangely, like slow, hesitant, like they were afraid to cross them,
Oh, yeah.
which is like, you're law enforcement.
Right.
I don't care how, powerful this guy's not the president. Like, why are you afraid of him or afraid to cross him? For the first time, the community saw cracks in that family,
Yeah.
and it was starting to come out. Paul was then charged with 3 felonies. He pleaded not guilty, of course.
Well, let's be honest, there's only so much you can cover up before people are going to be like, are you done? What are you
Yeah.
doing?
Before the truth starts to come out, or
Mhm.
as in they say, that before the cracks start to show.
Yeah.
Um, so he pled not guilty, and before the case could go to trial, Paul was dead, which is what we're leading up to. So,
Fast forward 3 years.
fast forward 3 years here, the murders that took place at Marcel, which was the property, what Murdaugh's owned. It was kennel that they had, and a lot of times they would watch people's dogs for him and have them in this
No.
kennel.
Well,
So
they
it
had
was their
hunting dogs
estate,
and
and it
stuff.
was
Yeah,
their hunting
yeah.
dogs because they had what was 1,000. It was 1,000 acres that they owned down there, and they would go hog hunting and deer hunting down there. So they had all of their hunting dogs, but they also had an estate that was there
But
and a airplane strip to land an airplane and
one
a
of the
hangar.
dogs,
It was
one
like
of the dogs,
ultimate playground for outdoors people. Like,
Yeah.
one
I
of the,
would love that.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
Except for the motorcycles can't go out there, but on the grass. But
It's
Yeah.
fine. We would get 4-wheelers and hunt hog.
I mean, they have an actual.
don't you talk about your motorcycle like that.
They had a landing strip for
Doesn't
an
have to
airplane.
know.
Yeah.
It's in the garage. And it's cold.
So, but one of the dogs there, though, that's in the video footage that I will show from the trial was a neighbor's dog that they had at the
Okay.
house, that they had there. I'm sorry, at that property. David, Chris, have you during your education ever heard or political influence over police investigations? No names or facts needed.
Oh, good question.
You got your first question, Chris. Just for you, criminologist.
Hey, you can pull up that clip you were looking for.
Yes, that's right. I'll pull up the boat one while you discuss that. Thanks, David.
I think you see that every day. I mean, even now. I mean, to even think that there's no political influence in investigations and or law enforcement. I think you'd be blind to say that there's just nothing there, that there's no connection. I mean, in specific cases and that sort of thing. I mean, yeah, you get into these situations where people are ingrained in the fabric of their environment and surrounding areas. I mean, obviously, these people are going to be a little hesitant to try to prosecute the most powerful guy in the area or the richest.
Mhm.
So I don't know. I think it probably has happened more often than not, but I think in most cases, I think at least the ones that we've covered thus far, we haven't touched on a whole lot of situations where we're talking about people that were like wealthy, really well-to-do people. We've been
Yeah.
talking about guys that haven't had it so well.
Yeah. Yeah.
The Charlie Mansons and those people of the world, although
He's not wealthy?
somewhat
Shit.
powerful in their own way, weren't necessarily a big part of the right side of society in their area.
Right.
So, difficult to answer that.
That's a good question, though, David. You're on your game tonight. Maybe it's because
Yeah.
you went to lunch for your birthday. But anyways, so as we were moving ahead there a little bit. So now we're going to move into murders, Marcel. This whole thing is crazy. Who prosecutes the prosecutor is Lackadaisy's question.
So that
Right.
this was a really interesting case. They had to find people from, I believe it was outside of the county that
They
had
pulled in,
no
like,
association with
district
them.
attorney or something like
Because
that.
people,
Probably that.
judges and jury members and people in the community said, nope, we're not getting involved in this.
They probably pulled in a DA or something like that. I don't know who necessarily
And if
prosecuted the case.
if I remember correctly, they took down one of the one of the pictures of somebody in the courtroom that represented Murdaugh too. That was displayed in there. I forget. I'll have to try to look that up.
Yeah.
So, anyways, there's a phone call.
Yeah, so that was Creighton Waters, chief attorney for South Carolina State Grand Jury and senior assistant deputy attorney general (DA).
That
Is the one that
represented.
actually prosecuted
Okay.
Alex. Yeah.
So, June 7th, 2021, just after 10 p.m., there's a call that comes in, to dispatch center. The caller, Alex, the message was his wife Maggie and his son Paul have been shot at the family's 1,700-acre hunting estate known as Marcel. Raptor Jesus, welcome in. Thanks. Deputies arrived to a horrific scene. All right. And Paul is found near the kennels, which I'm going to bring this picture up, and it shows you where Paul's body was found and where Maggie's was. So Paul was near the kennels, shot with a shotgun. Maggie is found a short distance away from him, killed with a rifle. 2 victims, 2 different weapons, no sign of, entry forced. And Alex tells investigators he wasn't home. He says he was visiting his mom, who has dementia, and he says he came back to find his family dead. Thing is, this didn't stand for long, especially when it got into court and the trial started. But so investigators quickly noticed something off. His clothes are clean. His story's very vague. And we're going to show some of that body cam footage that we watched of him in the car. And the timeline, it doesn't add up at all. He had not thought this through with planning it out. I think he just did it, and then he realized he's got to fly by the seat of his pants and pull everything out of his ass.
Oh yeah, he did.
Well, I don't think he thought there was going to be nearly as much ass pulling required, considering who he was. Maybe,
And that's a good possibility. That's true.
Right.
That's a good possibility. I didn't think of that. Yeah.
If you want to pull up that video before I start going into the investigation, we can show you guys what we're talking about. How they say how we'll show you the Marcel, which is what it was correctly, right?
Yes.
Marcel. We'll show you the picture, and then we'll show you the body cam footage when the police are sitting there talking to him. How you tell us how you guys would react compared to how he's acting.
Yes. You're fine. Keep talking.
He clears his throat often.
It's a very cowy sound.
So
Moo.
yeah, you're fine to keep doing that. I am going to
we did a lot of research.
Okay,
on this
okay, so here. So let me do this for you guys. This is the crime scene here, and give me 1 second. Okay, Debbie. So let me share my screen with you, wild animals.
Oh boy, you get to see the side of Tim.
Yeah. Don't get too excited.
What's on your screen?
What's on my screen? None of that shit. That's what you're getting at.
No.
Okay. Wow. Clearly.
We're still ironing some things out. We're trying to do some really cool things this year. So
Yeah,
you guys
folks.
are, hey, there we go.
Yeah, folks. That's gonna go away though.
Yeah.
It's a hair delayed. I'll get it up for us here. Just give me a little bit and I'll get it up. But so, anyways, I'm gonna keep rolling here.
I got it.
What's that?
I got it. My turn.
Oh, okay. Go ahead then. I'll bring this up then. I'll let you know when I'm good.
Sounds good. As investigators dig deeper, they uncover a pattern, not just of lies, but of desperation. Alex's law firm confronts him about missing money. Lawsuits tied to the boat crash are closing in. Financial records are being subpoenaed. And the Beach family's attorney are getting closer to exposing the truth. Are you ready?
Yep. So it's going to be coming up on your screen here. This is the property. Sorry, it's just delayed a little bit. That's how it works. So there's your property right there. And I'll full screen it for you guys. You can see they have circled there and wrote where Paul's body was found by the kennels there on the right. And then on the left, Maggie's body underneath that, awning there. So you can kind of see it right there.
Mm-hmm.
So that's part of the property. That's the crime scene. Initially, that's the crime scene right there. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
It does seem odd though, like, and once this went down, like, Maggie being shot with 300 blackout, which came out of like an AR-15 style rifle, and then I believe, and then Paul being shot with a shotgun. It's kind of odd, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They both die around the same time, but you got a shotgun and a high-powered rifle. It just
Right. Yeah. So
why the
so I have here too as well, since I'm already in here, the shotgun that they used in the trial, and I will share that again and show you guys here. All right, so give it a second to come up on your screen. It's delayed when it sends signals and all that. So you'll see on your screen in just a few seconds that's the rifle, I believe. Chris will have to let me know, but I believe that's the rifle.
That was the
oh,
one.
that's shotgun.
That's the shotgun? Okay.
Yeah.
That was the one when they went to the property.
Or he was talking about it being camo.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And that they had taken a couple guns, but one of the guys, a gentleman, had a drone and flew it up in the air thinking that he missed everything, and watched Randolph and somebody else take that gun and another and go out to go hunting because they loaded up a couple of the dogs. It was
Oh,
the morning after the shooting. It
okay.
was we watched it in the body cam footage.
Gotcha. All right. I'm good. You're all good.
Yeah. Are you
So-
gonna pull up that video of
The-
him?
I don't have the one from the hospital.
Oh no, not the hospital. The one where he's sitting in the car being talked to.
Oh, yeah. I
Yeah.
will wait till we get a little bit further in the court trial.
Okay. And the Beach family's attorneys are getting closer to exposing the truth. Behind the scenes, Alex is drowning in debt, addiction, and fraud. And the murders of Maggie and Paul suddenly look less like a random act and more like a last-ditch attempt to buy time.
Yeah, we didn't touch on that yet. I don't know if you're planning on it, but this guy had like an oxy issue.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Paul,
yeah.
Paul discovered it, and he was trying to get him to get clean because his dad found out he was an alcoholic and they just were like, yep, I won't say anything if you don't.
Yeah.
Yep.
But
That's right. I forgot about that.
The amount of money you're spending on freaking opioids and
right.
Mhm.
it's
But
just-
Paul's girlfriend at the time actually commented there was a weekend where they stayed at the house with his dad because he wanted to sit there and make his dad get clean. He was like, he sat there and watched him detox for the
Right.
whole weekend.
Yeah. Yep.
So,
And I'm sure that was hell for him too.
oh, it had to be.
Yeah.
Had to be. Especially her too. Why would you subject your girlfriend to sit there with you while your dad's like suffering?
Yeah.
Well, he wanted to make sure he cared about him. He wanted to make sure that he,
Not him, her. Why would you make your girlfriend sit there and watch that? Like, let her go out and go spend time with her friends.
I'm sure he wasn't detaining her.
Yeah,
He was like,
he had her
I'm gonna
tied up.
handcuff you to the couch, and you're going to sit here and watch my dad come down.
Come down.
Like,
What
it
is this,
just wasn't-
Gacy?
Yeah.
Are we gonna do the handcuff trick?
No,
She probably
no.
was doing it because she cared about him. and cared
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah. So I'm gonna play this video footage real quick, because I was thinking about it. So I was talking when I was saying originally that Paul says he wasn't there. Okay, he says I went to see my mom. I went home.
What do you mean, Alex?
Alex, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
So Alex said I went to see my mom, and then when I came back to I came home, Maggie and Paul weren't home. So I figured something was kind of up, and he tried to call her and couldn't get a hold of her. So then he goes, then I go to the property. In this film, I'm going to show you that they showed in trial, Paul is on Snapchat. He's Snapchatting a dog in a kennel. And this is moments before the whole, murder happened. Alex said he wasn't there. In the background, in this Snapchat video, you can hear Alex talking.
Yeah.
And this is what got him big time. I remember in the trial when they mentioned it. And it's
prior to like the person saying hello, because like typically the recording will start on the 911 call prior to the person actually committing to the.
No, this is Paul and Maggie were still alive. They were at the kennel.
That's what I'm saying. But like you could hear him prior to the 911 operator actually answering the phone because he was.
No, it was before he called 911 before he even killed him.
It was before
Do
they
you
were
think
even killed.
Paul and Maggie had any clue that this was coming?
Probably not.
Do you think he did it for insurance money to try and pay off his debts?
Well, yeah, there was something in there. I was reading something about him collecting a potential, like, well, there was the one where he actually paid a guy to kill him because he wanted Buster to receive like a $10 million settlement for his own death. But he ended up surviving it because he paid that one, his drug dealer.
It was after his, yeah.
They also, this is going back a little bit, but they had a nanny at the house for a while.
I will actually touch that here in a minute.
Okay.
I'm going on to
I
the
won't,
next.
I won't mess with it.
There's two murders that they connect to this as well, and I'm about to touch on them.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
there's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes. There's multiple things happening here other than just a boat accident and then him killing,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There is a lot of craziness.
A lot of shit stacking up.
So I'm going to play you guys this clip and listen to this because this is crazy. It's going to come over on your
Alec
end.
Murdaugh's alibi potentially destroyed by his son's own video.
Get it. Get that.
Prosecutors revealing a 58-second cell phone video recorded by Paul Murdaugh directly contradicting Alec Murdaugh's story, placing him at the murder scene minutes before his wife and son were shot to death. In the video, you can see Paul going into a pen on the family's property to check on a friend's dog. In the background, you hear other voices.
Hey, Bubba.
It's a guinea.
This is a chicken. Come on, Cash. Quit.
Murdaugh claimed he didn't go to the family's kennels that night until he found his wife and son's bodies.
I was up at the house. I laid down, took a nap on the couch, probably, I don't know, 25, 30 minutes.
In emotional testimony, close family friend Rogan Gibson recalling how he talked to Paul Murdaugh that night about his injured dog. Paul telling him he'd take a video.
Did you hear any other voices when you were on the phone with Paul about 8:40?
I did.
And what voices did you hear?
I heard Miss Maggie.
And who else did you hear?
And I thought it was Miss Alec that I heard.
Cell phone records show Paul took that video right after that call. Minutes later, he and his mother were dead.
Did you ever get that video?
I did not.
Police later showed Gibson that video from inside the kennel.
And what voices did you hear?
Paul's, Miss Maggie, Miss Alec.
And how sure are you now?
Positive.
100%?
That's correct.
Prosecutors playing that.
So yeah, I'm not gonna. I won't keep going because it's a couple minutes long, but you can clearly hear, and he states that he was not there before that murder,
right?
And you can clearly hear that he's in the background. Yeah, there was an echo. I forgot to mute something, but anyways, so yeah, go ahead now. I'll let you continue on. But yeah, that is where it started to unfold for him and pretty much fall apart with his whole I had nothing to do with it. How do you say that's not you in the background when you clearly can hear it?
Mhm.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
September 4th, 2021. Alex calls 911 again. He claims he's been shot in the head while changing a tire, but the story unravels quickly. Investigators discover Alex arranged for a former client to shoot him, a staged suicide attempt meant to secure a $10 million payout for his son Buster, like you guys were talking about. Alex survives and the public's sympathy evaporates. Once the dam breaks, it breaks completely. Investigators uncover years of embezzlement, millions stolen from clients, fake accounts, forged documents, and a pattern of manipulation and deceit. Alex is charged with over 100 financial crimes, and suddenly the motive for murder becomes clearer. January 2023. The trial begins. The nation watches. You said you spent time watching the whole thing from start to finish.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's oh my gosh.
I was one of the nation. I was like a 0.1%.
Besides the video that they had proof of from Paul, cell phone data placing Alex at the kennels minutes before the murders, vehicle telematics contradicting his alibi, gunshot residue, and the bombshell. That recorded video with Alex's voice clearly heard in it.
Yeah. I mean, how much more can you throw out there,
Ding, 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 ding,
Yeah,
ding.
right.
Here's the damn bell.
Yeah, how much more can you really throw out there?
It's a lot. Alex had insisted he wasn't there, but the video proved otherwise. On the stand, Alex admits he fled. He admits he lied. There's a dog back on the screen.
Yeah, I took it off. It's gone. It just takes a second to come off. See, it's gone. Thanks.
Mhm. Can you pull up that video real fast where he's sitting in the car and the police are asking him?
Yeah, I have to. Let me grab it again while you're doing that. Because what part do you want to cover? Because it's like a 35-minute video.
I just want him to see when they were asking him.
Oh,
like just that little clip.
Yeah, I got you. Okay.
If you just want to pull that up, and then we'll do a couple little more videos because we're close to the end of the thingy.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, sorry.
Oh, there's Chris.
Yay! Welcome back.
Welcome back, you crazy criminology person, you. We had a dog's ass on the screen. We had to get rid of it.
Huh?
We had a dog's ass stuck on the screen, so I had to get rid of it. It's gone now.
I didn't even see
it.
it.
Was going to stay there.
You know what? Leave me alone, okay? Okay, guys? I got a lot going on in the cockpit back here, okay?
On the stand, Alex admits he lied.
You got the look, haha.
Keep talking.
He blames addiction. He blames paranoia. But the jury doesn't buy it. March 22nd, 2023. Guilty on all counts. Alex Murdaugh is sentenced to 2 consecutive life sentences. Now, there are a couple other deaths that were associated with this, and we're going to touch on those real fast. 3 other deaths to re-examine. Stephen Smith. Stephen was a young man who went to the same high school as Paul did, or it was Buster. I can't remember which one it was.
I believe it was Buster.
Yeah. But he was... oh, we found it?
Yeah.
Okay. We have a quick video to show you guys. But how we were talking about how he was too clean, too calm. We wanted to play a quick video where he was sitting in the car talking to the investigators.
Yeah, it seemed to me like my own opinion would be that he just seemed to be more nervous than he is upset. You know, and that's just like I said, my opinion on it. But you can formulate your own based on this. But just seemed like he had a lot of anxiety, but I don't think it was just due to grief.
No, I don't think it was. Because he's acting too weird.
I don't know. And we talked about it. Like honestly, like I'd be puking on the floor of the car.
That's what
Like,
I'm saying.
I'd be a snotty, gross, disgusting, unconsolable mess.
So that's what I'm saying.
You
When you see this and the way that he is, it's just like, how are you that calm? You know?
Yeah, I mean, well, shock does a funny thing to a person, you know.
Yeah.
And everybody's
Yeah.
gonna respond differently.
Yeah.
But it just, I don't know. I still think like I'd be a boogery, tear-covered.
You'd want
puking
justice
mess.
right then and there.
Well, yeah, and you'd be upset. You go through the stages of grief. I don't know that you go through them all just sitting in the car.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like I think it just, I personally, I feel like I am pretty well composed as a person, but I don't feel like I would be able to hold that sort of composure after something like that taking
Yeah,
place.
wife and child being murdered.
Yeah, seems a little fishy.
Yeah, you're all good. Sorry, I was just moving this over.
Okay.
So, yeah, the whole thing is
It's just messed up.
All right, so we're going to play this now. Let me bring this up here for you. And just keep an eye on how he is in the car. And you'll see what we're talking about.
And for down there with sled.
You know, I tried to turn him over, and I don't know. I figured it out.
I'm not going to be able to do it because there's going to be an echo. So I have to figure all that out yet.
But you can see,
yeah,
if you look it up, you can actually look online and see the same videos that we're showing you.
Yeah.
But the way he was so calm at the beginning, and then I do have a question, and it's for you about like the way he's acting. So at the beginning, he's so calm and put together. But then it seems like he realizes what he did after he brings up how he saw Paul, and saw Maggie after he had shot them. But he said somebody else had shot them. Do you think those tears were real, or do you think he had to force them?
Well, I don't know. I mean, you look at it up. I didn't see how up close it was, but I didn't really see any tears. I mean, he made a lot of sound.
And he made a whole, like, his whole body was like shaking and crying.
Yeah, right. But
Yeah.
it was funny how quickly he came back from that too.
Yes.
After the fact, if you watch that video at the end of like that situation, like he just comes right back to just
Right.
just
And
a blank.
I know when it's me and I cry and I get to like that point where I'm like hyperventilating, my eyes are swollen. I'm like, they're red. I'm puffy.
Yeah.
My cheeks are bright red. Like, you've seen me like that a couple of times where I've just,
Yeah, and I mean,
it.
and maybe this guy's like,
why didn't he have those?
well, maybe this guy's a fucking rock too. I mean, he could be just tough to the point where he's able
Yes.
to digest this and handle it a lot better than
Yep.
you know.
And
Others.
that's
It just
unsafe snuggie. That's a good point. Someone scared of getting in trouble. Oh, that's true. They can make tears too if they're scared of getting in trouble.
Hmm.
I never thought of that. That is true. It's just with him, I don't see anything running down.
It looked
Yeah.
forced. It looked like he had to force himself to even have any kind of emotional reaction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you'd have like, sorry to be so graphic, but you'd have like snot running down and stuff too and all that.
That's
I
what
mean,
I'm
we
saying,
know
like,
how it
yeah,
is when we're all worked up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And-
you don't maintain a composure, which is great for being on camera when something like this takes place.
Yeah.
You know,
His story changes from when he calls 911, says that he went and visited his mom, that Maggie and Paul were not in the house, so he called them. He tells investigators he pulled up and he saw them laying in the backyard. So he changed his story between 911 and the investigators getting there.
Yeah, he changed his stories multiple times.
He did end up telling the truth once he was on the stand. He admitted why he was in his trial, that he was the one who did it.
That he changed his story?
No, that he was the one who killed Paul and Maggie.
See, I don't remember seeing that.
He admitted that he did it.
Oh, okay. Well,
there you have it. Case closed.
Yeah, case closed. Where's the gavel? Slam the fucking gavel
We
down.
have one later.
Yeah. He desensitized to the violence around him. Yeah, that's true. I mean,
Well, I don't know, because he had a good childhood being brought up. He had anything he wanted. Maybe dad didn't give him enough attention and love him, but there was no violence in his life as a child.
no.
So how would he be desensitized to that violence?
And
well, you're a lawyer. You got some brass balls to begin with. I mean, to be able
Yeah.
to handle that profession. I mean, it's not just being knowledgeable and knowing law and things like that, but being able to stomach that profession.
Yeah.
You gotta be a pretty tough cookie. I mean, you can't
Yeah.
be a wishy-washy, like, fearful human being.
Yeah.
You gotta.
Yeah. Very true.
So he was a tough guy. He wasn't just a pushover.
No.
Now, there are two other murders that were linked to the Murdaughs. That is the nanny, Gloria Statterfield, and Stephen Smith. Stephen Smith went to high school with Buster. He was 19 years old, was also a nursing student, and was found dead on a rural road in Hampton County. In July of 2015, his body showed head trauma, but the initial ruling was a hit and run despite no vehicle debris or skid marks at the scene. The investigation was reopened shortly after Maggie and Paul's death. SLED, which is South Carolina Law Enforcement Division, reopened Smith's case due to the potential ties to the Murdaugh family. In 2023, his death was officially ruled as a homicide. And then the housekeeper, Gloria, had been there for about 25 years. She pretty much raised Buster and Paul. She loved those boys.
Yeah.
Especially Paul had a hell of a connection to her.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
In February 2018, she allegedly tripped over the family's dogs and fell down the stairs at the Moselle estate. She died weeks later from her injuries. Alex Murdaugh later admitted to orchestrating a scheme to collect millions in insurance payouts from Gloria's death. Money that was never given to her sons. This led to multiple charges against him for financial crimes. They did plan an exhumation in 23 to do an autopsy, but I don't believe if they actually did. I didn't see anything about that, unfortunately.
Huh. Yeah, I don't know if they did, because I remember hearing about that too.
Right?
But I haven't looked into it.
These cases paint a picture of a family surrounded by mystery, influence, and unanswered questions. The story of the Murdaugh murders isn't just about crime. It's about a community betrayed. Oh my gosh, my phone. Sorry.
Damn technology. What are you doing, iPhones, bastards?
Victims forgotten, and a family empire built on influence that finally collapsed under the weight of its own secrets.
We need somebody that we can just hire just to be the technological person, because it sure as hell ain't gonna be me. That we can just point the finger at and blame for things.
Hey, I know
Yeah.
people. I know people.
Yes. Huh.
You
We'll have
know?
to think of some. Chad, help us think of a random, funny ass name that we can say it's the tech guy, and we can just blame him. You know, there's a radio station I used to listen to. Sorry, ADHD, getting off track for a minute. I used to listen to, and they would make up a random name every show saying that he was in charge of the stream, and he
Mhm.
wasn't even real. They call him like Anakacha Kaki Weenie or whatever, you know, whatever they wanted
Mike
to.
Wazowski.
Mike, yeah.
Mike Wazowski, because we can't use Wazowski because it's trademarked.
But tonight, if you know, you know, we're blaming Screen Scratcher for any technical issues tonight. Go ahead, carry
Screen
on.
Scratcher.
Yep. No, that's he's blamed for a lot of things already.
If you know, you know.
Yeah. You know, you.
Speaking of, somebody messaged Screen Scratcher, said that he would be glad to be our tech guy.
Screen Scratcher?
I say no.
No.
No. Oh no! I almost lost my phone.
Oh God.
Today is a day. W.
Yeah. Dubby. I'm telling you, the Dubby's
Dubby.
kicking in now. I feel like if I could feel this way, and I'm going religious for a minute, I feel like Jesus on a surfboard hitting the water. This is it. I'm living it. I'm living it.
I'm living it. This is it.
I am not. You can go to bed.
Anyways, she's yelling at her kid through the phone. So
the scratcher of screens.
the scratcher
Scratcher
of
of
screens.
screens.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. The cat did this. It'll work though, as there's a giant line.
Yeah, sure.
So, anyways, carry
we-
on.
We've dived into this case. We covered Mallory Beach, which pretty much triggered all of this, the downfall, because there's only so much that Alex and his grandfather could have Alex and Paul's grandfather could have covered up
Yeah.
before people question. Like you said, they did not call Mallory's parents to let them know what happened. They tried to switch it that Ethan, who was not drunk, was the one who drove the boat. By the way that they set it up and did the crash scene, Ethan went flying, dented the pole that he was holding onto, and cut his whole face open.
Who the hell was Ethan?
Jeez.
He was one of the people on the boat. He was
Yeah.
one of Paul's friends.
I thought his name
Yeah.
was Connor, something like that.
Connor or Ethan something. I don't remember.
I mean, if you think,
There was Anthony, Paul, and then the other kid, which was either Connor / Ethan.
We're just gonna call him Steve.
There
Fuck
was
it.
Mallory.
Close enough.
if you you're probably going to be sleeping in your garage tonight, Chris. So
He's gonna sleep here
there-
on the couch for you.
That's why we put the couch here.
No,
Mhm.
no. Chris don't need to be in my house. I'm taken, so sorry. Thanks though, Chris, for the offer.
I'll be in here doing the technical stuff all night.
He'll be in the
Yeah,
studio all night. He just might need to borrow a blanket.
No watching porn in here, okay?
You'll come in and there's white stuff all over your
Okay,
desk.
anyways, anywho.
Jesus, this is a family show, Jack.
It's milk.
Carry on.
We covered Paul and Maggie's death, which was absolutely heartbreaking and gruesome. We covered Gloria Statterfield, which was the housekeeper. We also covered the death of Stephen Smith. There is a lot that went into this case, and a lot that unwrapped and cracked. Unsafe Snuggie, I'm sorry. She's in the doghouse.
Yeah, Morgan Doughty, Connor Cook, Miley Altman, and Anthony Cook. There was no.
So Connor was the one who I thought it was Ethan for some reason.
Where'd you pull that from?
I don't know.
Whatever.
Connor was the one who's went flying over the pole that
Ain't got no gas in it.
unsafe Snuggie. Are you sure you want him?
it ain't got no gas in it.
Once again, everybody, we want to make sure that you realize that we are not professional.
We are not.
We are just children.
I think they are aware of that. They wouldn't listen to us if not. Go ahead. Sorry. So we've established there's no Ethan at all.
No Ethan.
Okay, so you're going back to Dragon Tales or something. I don't know. But absolutely. Well, thank you.
You can have him. You need to be closer.
Go ahead. Carry on.
We covered the financial side, which was he was using money for his addiction to the oxy. Well, it was what? Maggie actually got a phone call that one of the checks had bounced that was supposed to be paid.
Yes.
And when she confronted Alex about it, he's like, well, I'll take care of it. Little did she know there was absolutely no money.
Yeah.
No money. And it was him. When Gloria fell down the stairs, which was a whole thing that Alex had set up, he said that he was going to sue his estate in order to give the money to Gloria's kids.
Mm-hmm.
But he kept that money. So they never saw it.
Gotcha. Okay. Dragon Tales. Really? We're back on Dragon Tales now.
I can think is the song about the scale, the magical scale. Dragon Tales.
Okay.
I remember DuckTales.
Does anybody ever remember Timmy the Tooth? I used to always get made fun out of all that time. He used to be like, Timmy the Tooth all the time. You know, like, fuck you.
Hey.
Yeah, and then I grew up with the whole Timmy in the wheelchair shit on South Park. Thanks, creators of South Park, for ruining every Tim's life with that.
Yeah.
But anyways, so go ahead. You and Ethan hung out for dinner. What? No, sorry. Go ahead. Chris will be jealous.
Sometimes I wish there was another female with me, so I'm not alone in this. I am the third wheel in this relationship.
It has nothing to do with your gender.
It has nothing to do with it. Anyways.
We covered the financial side. We covered the insurance fraud. We covered what he went to jail for. What we didn't cover was where he is sitting right now. He's in max security, still on life, sentence for life, but it wasn't death row, correct?
No.
Like he's just sitting there
He's
with
he's in a maximum security facility in South Carolina, and he's got 2 life sentences.
Right.
One for each person. So
right, but he's being protected in there. I don't think he's just dumped.
He is.
Gen Pop
He's under protective order, they said, which is why they won't release which facility that he's at.
Right.
Because of the protective, order. I saw today some inside pictures of his cell, and it's set up. They actually gave him, it looks like some sort of fucking Harbor Freight black shelf unit with probably a 47-inch television on top, and his bed looks bigger, and it's made, and he has like his shoes over here neatly. He's got a desk. Like his cell literally looks like the studio.
So he's
here.
a spoiled rich man in prison.
Yes.
Well, you gotta remember too. It's like when cops go to prison or things like that. Like if you're going to a big house where a lot of those guys that are in there might have been sent there by you.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
So keep that in mind. I mean, he's in grave danger because a lot of those people in there might be like, "Yep, well, that was."
But wouldn't that be special treatment if he has a shelf, a 47-inch TV, a bigger bed, a nicer cell, things like that?
That would be. I mean, that would be because
just because he's a prosecutor who had money,
but
he doesn't anymore.
But people could be putting, on his commissary or his books, they could be putting that in there, and he could be getting stuff that way too.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how that whole thing works, but
yeah, neither do
I. I've never been to jail. I wouldn't know.
Same here, and I know same as over there on the couch with the blue microphone.
Right.
So, anyways, go ahead, Jackie, with what you were stating. Oh, okay. She wasn't stating. So
I wasn't done yet.
Anyway,
I wasn't ready.
No, you're fine. You're fine. Lackadaisy, only months before the murders, Maggie was going to divorce him. She had a lawyer and started documenting the assets Maggie was digging, and Paul was liability. That's correct.
So, that is a maybe. There wasn't actual proof of the divorce lawyer. There is fictionalized side of it.
Well, they mentioned it in court. Some of it.
I was going to say, because a lot of the stuff that we watched, the documentary-wise, they didn't mention that she actually looked into it.
That's one of those where
it's like
we're not going to know.
iffy. Yeah, that's one of those. It may happen. It may not have happened. We are not going to 100% know unless we went back in time, or there's a ghost of Maggie standing right here and we can talk to them. Like that's not going to happen.
Maggie, clap. Anyways,
clap on, clap off.
So yeah, no, so yeah, that's one of those where I do know in the trial a little bit in court, they did bring up that she was starting to document things.
I knew she was doing that, but I didn't know that if it was for the divorce or just she was starting to realize that things were falling apart.
A little bit of both from what they were saying, and she was documenting because she had that check that bounced.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what led her to say, maybe I should dig into this a little bit more, because they shared same accounts. So that's kind of a red flag when a check bounces.
Think she actually had access to the bank account, or did Alex take care of it and he was just told her, here's the money?
He was doing things separately with the business. He was doing a lot of the shady shit under the business account, from what I remember correctly, which she did not have access to.
Okay.
So he was really the only one that had access to it. Him and I think maybe one other person, and I forget who.
Did they even end up finding these guys liable for the death of that housekeeper?
No.
It's still, they were going to exhume her body and look it up and see if it actually was a homicide or if it was just a tragic accident.
Yeah.
I assume if they did, but I didn't see if they did actually bring her up. I assume if they did find it was a homicide, they would find him responsible.
Well, not only him, but what about her?
Well, Maggie said that she was upstairs when it happened and that the housekeeper fell. But if you listen to that recording of the 911 call, she's like, ma'am, why are you asking me all these questions? Like, I already told you this stuff.
Yeah.
Like, who speaks like that? If that's your friend who was your housekeeper for 20 plus years, like, I'd be freaking out and crying, be like, oh my God, like, this is my friend. Like, I don't know this. Like, but what else do you need?
It's hard to also tell how people are going to act once again. I mean, due to shock and things. And I mean, I could see myself like kind of getting pissed on the phone if like somebody that I loved or knew fell over and was unconscious or bleeding from the head or something like that, laying on my front porch. I'd be like, shut up and get cars here. I don't want to talk to you. I need you to be here.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that. Well, Kid Rock, when he lost his manager, they played the call of that when Kid Rock called it in. He was in a bad four-wheeler accident, and he was flipping out to dispatchers. He was an asshole about it. Yeah, he's like, why the fuck you asking me all these questions? Blah. And it's like, but then the more I thought about it, like what you just said, how would I be in a situation like that? That's his manager
it makes
that
sense.
he's known.
Yeah, it makes sense. But there's still some of those questions I wish that we could get answered, but we'll never get them answered because Maggie's not here, Paul's not here. I'm not going to reach out to the survivors of this, like of the crash and stuff, and ask them questions because that's not my business and that's not what I want to do.
Yeah.
But I do have questions, and I wish that there was ways to figure those answers out. Like,
yeah,
if they had listened to the guest who said, hey, Paul, you're really drunk. You guys need to just stay the night here. Like, it'll be fine. Blah, 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 blah. Like, if he did that, would any of this happened? Or would it just been Alex would have been got caught with all the financial issues?
I think the murders were going to happen regardless, because Alex had treated Paul for a long time kind of like shit. He looked upon him as like the black sheep.
Yeah. So David, we are aware that he asked for an appeal. As of the last appeal, which he did shortly after, it was denied. They're not going to bring this back into court. No one wants to handle this. It's too much and it's too big of a risk, pretty much. Correct.
Yeah, these appeals can go on for years. You don't know that.
And the problem is this trial, when it happened, it lasted a while. And that's just a lot,
And why would you want to put everybody back through that?
Yeah, you have to open up, evidence again. You got to bring in witnesses, and it's just a whole, you're opening up the whole can of worms again.
All those emotions that all of the survivors have.
The thing that just blows my mind is it goes back to that Snapchat clip of wow, clit, really?
Whoa.
Anyways,
family-friendly show, as I've been
Yeah,
told.
okay. Anyways, you go back to that clip and you hear Alex in the background, and when he was on the stand and they were asking him about that, he had no answer for it.
Mhm.
And it's like, because you're caught red-handed,
No, I
dude.
wasn't there. I wasn't there.
Yeah, you're caught red-handed, man. It's like you're saying you weren't there, but then this clip that was taken moments before it happened, you're in the background going, "Bubba, yeah, Bubba, get over here, Bubba," because
And
that
they
was the
heard
dog's name.
and the person that Paul was on the phone with, which was the dog's owner, said that he heard your voice in the background before that video, before they were found dead.
Yeah, yeah.
So somebody knew you were there.
Oh, yeah, for sure, for sure. But it's a very, crazy story. It just blows my mind how he's gotten so far into his own head that he believes that he's not guilty. That's how much that he's almost psyched out his own self.
Mhm.
That I think he truly believes that he's not guilty. We've talked about it before where a lot of these pathological liars, they get to that point to where they kind of do believe their own lie. And I wonder if that's what he's at, Chris. I wonder if he's at that point where he's believing his own lies.
That could be either that or he understands the loopholes and the things and the appeals process, and he understands that if he can find loopholes in the trial itself, that he can get back in and he can find a way to get out of this whole mess.
Yeah.
But I don't think that. I mean, even if you did dodge the murder conviction, that you wouldn't be able to dodge all the financial.
Oh
No.
no,
damage.
especially
I mean,
with the one being almost $10 million.
Yeah.
And that one came up. He got charged after the, murder trial.
Mhm.
Then the whole scamming people out of millions of dollars. Then he got charged for that.
Right.
And they have all the records of that from the bank. That shit can be easily traced. And they have all the records. And I forget some of the details on them. They mentioned it in the court, but that was years ago, and I don't remember everything. But yeah,
That wasn't me.
No, I hear bass. I didn't know what it was.
It's that car that drives up and down and blasts their music.
Damn bastard, stay off my lawn.
That does have gas in it.
Yeah, I know the problem. Ain't got no gas in it.
It does have gas in it.
Ain't got no gas. But anyways, we thought this would be a really good one. I wanted to cover this one. Just because it's so it's way out there in left field. And the fact that, Alex just keeps pleading, I'm not guilty, I'm not guilty. It's just like, okay, dude, you've got evidence that's stockpiled against you.
I really hope, and this is going to sound really morbid and absolutely mean to me.
Oh God.
I really hope that they have a 8x10 picture of Maggie's face and Paula's face staring at his bed and in his cell multiple places every day so he can think about what he did.
Yeah. Well,
I really hope he does, and I hope they're in there haunting his ass.
He's going to use the same line that I've heard people that are on trial before that have killed a person. And I've been watching court trials, as I stated, for years. He's going to use the same line every night when I go to sleep. I just picture the victim and I'm so sorry and this and that. You've heard him use those
I
lines
hope you're
before,
sorry for what you did to your own child and your own wife.
Yeah.
Because how the hell, I understand, if you have financial issues,
Yeah.
maybe you should be like, hey, Maggie,
I suck at money.
Maggie, I really fucked up and shit's gonna be bad, but there's only a couple options to this. Either A, I kill you guys, or B, you need to leave now.
A, I kill
you guys, or B, you run.
Something caused him to snap. I
think it was Paul. I think it was that boat crash and the fact that he couldn't cover it up.
Yeah.
Because there were so many witnesses.
Paul wasn't Buster.
Mm-mm.
Buster's like an identical twin of him.
He was the golden
Alex.
child, pretty much.
Yeah. Yeah. And now you said you were reading that he was in law school at the same firm. Yeah, Chris was, that he was in the same law firm or school as his dad was. And then he had to drop out or got kicked out because of his grades.
I don't think he was enrolled the next semester due to grade point average or something like that.
Oh.
Yeah, his
So
grade
I
point
don't know
average
if
was
he
too low.
I don't know if he went somewhere else or what the case may be. But,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. So, but anyways, and as we're coming up here close to the end, we'll let you guys know who we are covering next week.
Oh, we already figured it out.
Next week, yes. Next week is going to be the Unabomber.
Yeah.
AKA, what's his real name again?
Ted Kaczynski.
Ted Kaczynski. Okay.
Kaczynski. We're going to make it really complicated for you to say, so you keep tongue-tying yourself.
I will not be the host next week, FYI.
It's Chris's turn to be the host.
Yeah.
Good luck back here.
Go.
I apparently fucked it all up. So, anyways, so yeah, Unabombers who we're going to be covering next week. Just I haven't said it at all today, but I know we tell you guys all the time, but we do appreciate all the love and support. All of our channels, social media, from on here, you know, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, they've all tremendously grown over the past. I watch the numbers for the podcast streaming platforms and stuff, which we are on Amazon Music now. You can ask your Alexa.
We hit 400 followers.
We hit 400 followers on TikTok, so that's awesome. But anyways, and if any of you are in the chat tonight and came over from TikTok or any of those,
welcome. Thank you for your support, you guys.
Thank you. You can, even if you want to say something in the chat, just to let us know. But no, we do appreciate it. And I watched the numbers, and they're growing, and this is seriously a big dream that I started with here that I've had for a long time. And
hit 106 follower like people on our Facebook, and Facebook congratulated us this morning.
Yeah, and it's crazy because last Sunday we were at 4,500 views on YouTube, and then yesterday we checked and we're already over 47.
Almost 48, yeah.
Almost 48.
And we went from 205 followers on TikTok at midnight this morning to now
400?
To 400 today.
Holy
I have
cow.
never seen my
That's doubled.
notifications say there's 100 plus new followers.
That is doubled. That is awesome. So we know we're doing something right, and we appreciate it, and it's cool to see the true crime community come to life. I am just shitting the bed tonight. Thank you.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, we do this like once again. I mean, this is a good time for us. I mean, you guys feel free to look into this in addition to, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that we didn't cover, you know.
Oh yeah.
In addition to what we talked about tonight. There's a lot to this and a lot of these other cases that we cover.
We could break a lot of them up into multiple if we wanted.
Could. Yeah. I mean, and as always, if you guys find something interesting, reach out. I'm always checking our Facebook, our TikToks, our socials. That's what I'm here for, and I will gladly bring it up to our guys and tell them everything.
Send it on Gmail there, murdershow66@gmail.com.
I check that, and so does the host.
Plug it. Ain't got no gas in it. I don't know why. I'm just gonna. Anyways, but
oh, we didn't play Alex's clearing his throat moo.
Yeah,
can we play that at
you
the
know
end?
that one's Chris's text zone now on his phone, fucking clearing his throat.
But you guys gotta hear this.
It's in the video that
he's made a lot of damn
in
noises.
the cop car. So to make a long story short, he kept clearing his throat, and it just constantly, and then it sounded like he's like, you know, it sounds like a
cow.
It sounds like a fucking warthog pig or some shit in there. So I'm going to play this right now. And this is a clip. We happened to catch this. I added it to the soundboard. I wasn't going to do it tonight because I was going to behave, but Chris laughs so hard and almost pees himself every time he hears it. So here's a sound that we caught in the back of the car, and it's not muted. So here, check this out.
I told you it's a cow.
I don't know if it came through to you guys or not, but please, somebody type that sound out in the chat.
What was it?
You know, type that out. Unsafe Snuggie, I bet you could type that out for us. I don't know, but just please let us know. Just don't ask. I don't know what that clip was, but anyways, that was.
Hey, it makes him wake up in the morning smiling.
I'm sure the mic picked it up.
Oh
yeah. So, anyways, thank you guys for joining us for a nice little bit of a longer one tonight. We knew it was going to be. We hope everybody's remainder of their weekend is great. I know it's cold and snowy all over the world right now, pretty much most of it. So
Hey, at least it's gonna be 20 tomorrow.
Yeah, it's gonna be 20
Woo.
degrees. I can officially ride my motorcycle with my Speedo on and not get shot. So, anyways, but so anyways, we hope it sounds like a bull or a cow. Yeah, it does. It sounds like a bull or a cow.
It does sound like a cow to me. It's like
That guy is clearing his throat. What the hell? So I'd hate to hear his sounds during sex, but anyways, so
do we have to think about that? Do we have to go there?
anyways, so we hope everybody has a great night, a great week, and we will see you guys back here next Saturday, 8 p.m. I think that was a Pumbaa from the Lion King. That was good. So, anyways, guys, we'll let Jackie take us out of here for the night.
Same crime time, same crime place.
Good night, everybody.
See ya.
See ya, everybody.
Might help if I can figure out how to get out of here. We're still on live, so.
Oh no.
Oh man, I'm messing everything up.
We're having a night.
It's okay. It's all part of technology.